What's up, spectators? Welcome back to the episode of Layton. Last time we spoke with Frames back here where they show the movies and the projectors, and we also saw his talking parrot, which I'm sure is going to be very important. But now we're going to go back to the concession stand to get some popcorn. There's still one or two people about, even though most people have left now. If you guys are wondering, it's because I'm getting sick, so my voice is... yeah. Never mind that, it's popcorn time. Now I just need to give the coupon Ernest has to the member of staff at the kiosk, and the Durian delight will be mine. You're obsessed. Yes, what can I do for you? Oh man, my voice hurts so bad. Aren't you the chap who showed us into the theater before? Yes, all the other staff members were individually assigned to take care of our VIP guests. So we are a little short of hands for the usual running of the theater. I'm having to do everything myself. Greeting theater goers, showing them to their seats, manning the snack kiosk, cleaning. Yes, I can't be in enough places at once. Gosh, you sound awfully overworked. Like someone else I could mention. Answering the phone, making tea, cleaning the office, helping with investigation. Sound familiar, pinstripes? I don't mind. I'm very proud to be able to help such an esteemed detective as Miss Layton. You are? Well, I'm sorry to trouble you when you're obviously so busy, but I'd like some Durian popcorn, please. Here's my coupon. Ah, yes, of course. I'd be delighted to serve you, except that I'm terribly sorry, but I can't. You see, yes, I'm afraid the daily special popcorn's all sold out, yes. I knew I should have come earlier. It was always going to go quickly, such a knockout flavor. Oh yeah, anyone could have predicted that. However, yes, I do have something else I could offer you instead. A puzzle. The three panels are expressing the number 6, changing the order and orientation of the panels to make 6. In another way, not 1 plus 5 or 5 plus 1. Slide the panels to move them, and place one panel on top of another to swap them over. Touching a panel will make it rotate. That sounds... wait. The three panels are expressing the number 6? Oh, I think I understand. Hold on, hold on. And it has to be 6? I'm sure this will be handy, no doubt. So I can either make this a 1 operator or a negative operator. I'm sure that's also going to be important. It actually spells it out. It says 6. Right, can you see it? Can you see that right there?
I eat puzzles like this for breakfast. That was too easy.
Usually, I can see those very quickly. It's very obvious when I see it. So I feel a little stupid that I'm looking at these 3 letters that spell 6 and going, impossible. I do hope that satisfied your appetite for something unusual. Well, I suppose I'll just have to give up on the popcorn now and get on with solving this case. Finally, we can put all that popcorn nonsense behind us. Isn't it funny that the major, you know, that minor bird knew the word popcorn? And we're back. Yes, actually, I was the one who taught him to say that, yes. Oh, really? Sometimes I take a snack of popcorn to the projection box, you know? I've even seen the major out of his cage before. You mean Mr. Frames lets the bird fly free? Yes, I believe so. I mean, only sometimes, of course. Otherwise, yes, he could get into rather a lot of trouble. And quite often, the Major eats all the popcorn before Seymour gets a look in. Yes, it's true. That's how the bird picked up the word popcorn in the first place. I even took a tub of Durian popcorn up there earlier today. And the Major had it all again. Ah, yes, I just took my eye off him for a moment and he gobbled every last piece. Oh, man. Oh, my throat hurts so bad. What is wrong with me? It's very, very frustrating when I feel fine and I know I gotta get these videos done and my throat acts like a little wuss. Hold on, let me drink something and see if that helps. I don't think it will. Okay. An entire tub, by Jove, that's a bird with an appetite, all right. Oh yes, I was as surprised as you are. But I think even the Major might have overdone it that time. It seemed to give him a tummy ache. No, it's because he's got a movie stuck inside of its stomach. The lucky thing, I wish I could eat so much durian that my tummy ached. But I must stop pining for something I can't have. Yes, it's time we spoke to Mr. Tor, the editor. I was still on popcorn. I feel your pain, Sherl, but we must find Mr. Tor now. Do you know where he is? Yes, I saw him just a few moments ago, actually. Yes, he was on his way out of the door. Quickly then, everyone. We have to catch him before he goes home. I don't know how there are still 3 pieces left. The bird ate it. It seems the Major is sometimes allowed to fly free. You're still here, are you? May I ask what you're still doing here, madam? Aren't you going home now that the screening's been canceled? Goodness me, no, not before I finish my popcorn at least. That rich buttery aroma and that deep invasive scent of durian that wafts out from deep inside the tub. Not in your bathtub, I hope. I've sampled dishes from all over the world, but even I find myself taken aback by this culinary masterstroke. A deep invasive scent, really? I knew it would be amazing. I have to try. Hello, Katrielle. What a terrible thing to have happened. I can't believe someone would steal the end of the film. I'm afraid I do have to ask, Pipper. This isn't another one of your ruses, is it? No. Then why are you still here at the theater? The culprit often returns to the scene of the crime. No, I felt it my duty as mayor to see if there was anything I could do to help smooth things over after all the hullabaloo. But we already know that you enjoy a good hullabaloo, don't we? Like the hullabaloo of a festival, for example. No. Wow. Boy, do I love speaking like I'm brain dead. A brain dead monotone. Katrielle, may I have a moment? What is it, Pipper? Not that it makes up for the trouble I put you to before, but I have a little something. These are fashion fartings. They're a unique London currency that you can use to purchase clothes. Got a farting. Fashion fartings are a rare currency that you occasionally find around the capital. They can be exchanged for items of clothing. A change of outfit now and then can be fun, don't you think? I personally try to keep up with the latest trends and fashions. Well, why bother? Seems like a big waste of money to me. So do I. It's what an English gentlewoman does. Thank you, Pipper. I say, miss, that's rather exciting, isn't it? You'll be able to purchase all sorts of outfits now. This is why people can't retire. I'm telling you, man. All the guests have gone home now. It's deserted in the lobby and outside. How about that man standing by the entrance? Do you think he could be Eddie Tor? We won't know unless we ask. No, this is obviously not him. Are y'all stupid? What the hell is this face I'm looking at? Like an anglerfish? Wario? This guy's a squished Wario. Oh my god. Excuse me, are you Wario? I am, and you are? I am Katrielle Layton from the Layton Detective Agency. Oh, sorry. I got the editor confused with the projectionist, Mr. Frames. You probably heard of me. I mean, honestly, it's an easy mistake when everyone's named after their profession and it's so stupid. Well, that's a shame. Still, you know me now, don't you? Mr. Baldwin has asked me and my colleagues to investigate the case of the stolen kiss scene. We'd very much like to take a statement from you, Mr. Tor. After all, you've worked with Maverick D. Rector for many years, haven't you? I'm surprised a kid your age has even heard of me. All right, let's see what else you know. I bet you haven't heard of this Direction film, have you? Ugh. There's been an incident at a farm where all the cows have disappeared. According to a witness, a UFO sucked them all up and some aliens came out. Why is anybody's guess? But now you need to place an alien in each of the spaces where there's currently a cow. Touch a cow to suck it up into the UFO and swap it with an alien. The creature coming down from the UFO will take the other empty space. What? Okay. Oh, I think I understand here. Oh. Now that is interesting. What if you do something like this? And then do this? Ah. Now this is an interesting one. $16 doesn't seem so bad.
If you'll entertain my idea here. That's a relief. I wasn't entirely sure.
Okay. How did you find it? Not a bad action thriller, eh? Your alien cow movie? Ugh. Goodness. I'd watch it. Oh, I'll say, UFOs and aliens always make for a jolly good tale. I know what film it is. It's the rarely seen science close equations of the third kind. All right, now I'm impressed. Rector was still a newcomer, so the film had a cast of total unknowns and it quickly disappeared from the big screen. And the production company went bankrupt as well, so it's never been re-shown. It's one of the most talked about films among Rector fans. Spot on, you really know your stuff, kid. Okay, fire away. What do you want to ask me? Thank you, Mr. Tor. So, first of all, can you confirm that you were at the screening earlier? I was there. I wanted to see everyone's reactions to our latest film, to be honest. But then that happened. It's unbelievable. You know, I've worked closely with Maverick for a very long time now. And I've never experienced something like this before. It's my job to cut Maverick's films, and my job alone. Can I ask where you were immediately before the screening today, Mr. Tor? I was with Maverick. We were checking over the film together. Needless to say, there was nothing wrong then, other than us arguing. About what? Well, you probably don't know, but Maverick's films used to be a lot more fringe, a lot more edgy. It's that kind of work that attracted me to Maverick's direction in the first place, and I've stuck with him ever since. But in recent years, he's gone for the popular vote. He's been shooting the kind of overly sentimental dross the public seem to lap up. And that final kiss scene in this latest film is, well, it never sat right with me from the start. But Maverick wouldn't listen, would he? Not when we were shooting or when we were editing. So when we were checking over the film earlier today, I finally said it. I told him that scene wasn't true to his style. So the two of you quarreled. But that's just par for the course. Directors and editors always argue, always have. Making film sounds like a tricky business. But let me make one thing clear. Just because we argued, it doesn't mean I do something like that and disappoint all those poor people. Well, thank you. No problem. You can catch whoever did this, alright? I want to know who was responsible. No one stands out as being the guilty party at this stage. Except the guy with the motive, sure, okay. Maybe it wasn't an inside job. Perhaps we should start thinking along different lines. I don't think so. I'm still not sure exactly when the scene was cut from the film, but one thing seems fairly certain. It wouldn't have been easy for an outsider to gain access to the film reels at the time of the window, blah 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 blah. Not to mention, only randomly select guests and VIP were allowed entry. Everyone was carefully checked at the door, weren't they? It certainly wouldn't have been easy for anyone else to slip in. And both Rector and Tor say there was nothing wrong with the film when they checked it just before the screening. So even if someone had managed to slip into the theater unnoticed, they wouldn't have been able to get to the film reels between then and the start of the screening. My thoughts exactly, Ernest. If the kiss scene was indeed stolen, it has to have been by a member of the theater staff or the production team. I think you're right. Let's not forget there's someone we haven't managed to speak to properly yet. That's true. Let's find Mr. Rector and see if we can answer some questions this time. I just hope he's calmed down a little now. Yes, so do I. I wonder if he's still in the lobby. Boop. Okay. No director. But there's Emiliana, look. Perhaps she'll know where we can find him. Let's go and ask her. We can find out how her profiling's going at the same time. Still here pretending to do real detective work? If I were that good at pretending, I could pretend to like you. So how are you getting on? That is a nice burn. Don't be so catty. No doubt you've hit a brick wall, so you've come to see me if you can glean anything from me. Not at all. I was just curious to know how your profiling was going. Very well, I'll tell you. Perhaps hearing some genuine deduction will make you realize how unsophisticated your own efforts are. A taste of cutting-edge profiling work could do wonders for your future investigations. We can dream, can't we? You know, this lady always makes me want to scratch. Be quiet, hound. Don't interrupt me with your meaningless I am so sorry. I'm having a hard time reading. I can't put energy into it because my throat hurts. Just a bad day. Yeah, bow wow. As in bow wow, you're annoying. So having spoken to everyone involved, I've built up a detailed profile of the case. The only person who was unhappy about the final kiss scene was the editor. In other words, he's the only one with a motive. He had complained to the director that the stolen scene was inappropriate for the film. However, Tor has an alibi. On the other hand, Seymour frames alone in the projection box had the opportunity to commit the crime, but no clear motive. Frames is crazy about his machines, but has little or no interest in the films he shows. The logical conclusion of all this is that the real culprit is someone else. But who could that be? The only other person with access to the film reels who has not been investigated is Director Maverick Direction. Direction. But why? Rector is a renowned perfectionist. His attention to detail is well known. How meticulous he is about such minutiae as the shape of clouds in the sky or the sound of waves. And it would appear that the final kiss scene in this latest film of his had been troubling him for some time. The perfectionist in him just couldn't decide if the scene was up to scratch, if it was worthy of inclusion in his magnum opus. He agonized over this right up until the premiere screening today, when finally he made up his mind. The scene had to go. Hold on. That is the outcome of my analysis of all the available evidence. Very interesting. It's certainly a plausible theory, Emiliana. I wasn't expecting you to accept it so graciously. But something about it just doesn't sit right with me. Do you have a problem with my profiling? It's not exactly a problem, no. It's just something I can't quite put my finger on. Miss Layton's deductions go beyond logic and reason, you see, Emiliana. They have a magic all of their own. Magic has no place in case solving, Ernest. Katrielle is working on a hunch, nothing more. And hunches are unreliable. Well, anyway, I think we should have another chat with Mr. Rector. He was too upset before to give us any useful information. Well, that is certainly true, and the more information we can gather, the better. And talk of the devil, that's him over there, isn't it? And he's with Mr. Tor, it seems. It looks like something's going on between the two of them. Eddie, there you are. Have you got a minute? Sure. Actually, there's something I need to talk to you about, too. But not here. Can't we go somewhere a little more private? How about in the auditorium? It's probably empty now. We should have the place to ourselves. Suits me fine. Did you see that, Miss Layton? They disappeared into the auditorium. This is an interesting development. We must sneak in there as well. Oh dear, you keep playing your private eye games, Katrielle. Some of us still have real work to do. I know it's only been probably around 20 minutes, but I feel like it'd just be better to end the video now, get it out, and then see if I feel much better for the next one, because I'm bumming myself out. Thinking of that you guys have to listen to this. Listen to me doing this. So why don't we end this here for today, and then I'll see you all next time. So stay tuned, and thanks for watching. Bye-bye.